Hi Leo, welcome to your quantum entanglement reading with the full moon in Aries, good lord, with the full moon in Leo. This is of course for Leo, sun, moon, or rising, and as always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Leo and the message could be for you, so feel free to take out however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general readings, and if you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can find my information down below in the description box. And as always, just wanted to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and thank you for all the good karma donations. All right, Leo, so this is your energy right now with the full moon, which really will be good. The energy right now, what it will be focusing on is you and the areas where you're wanting to shine, where you're wanting more recognition, or where you just want things to be better. So that's what's going to be happening. Kind of the entanglement with the full moon and the Leo energy is going to be where you might be pulling back on certain things so that you can focus on the areas where you truly want to shine, okay? So right here, you've got your commitment is being tested. So it could be things, Leo, that your commitment to yourself is being tested. Okay, so you could be having distractions coming up through other people to kind of see, like, if you're going to continue to focus on yourself or stay dedicated to things that, you know, take care of yourself. Dude, you're reading. Okay, so, oh, look at that. Okay, this is crazy because someone else had this lineup. Maybe it was Virgo. I think it might have been Virgo. So you've got the Six of Wands. First off, this is where I feel like you guys are in this process right now on this little bit of a journey where you're coming out of some type of battle period, you know, something, and you're coming out victoriously, but constantly I feel like you guys are in a little bit of back and forth just with these two archetypes of the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords. You're having to continue to muster up energy to pull yourself back or cut things out of your life, whether it's like with your health or with people. You're going through this definite shift in energies because I feel like you guys are starting to become very victorious, you know? So this is where you're being tested. It's about your dedication to yourself, to taking care of yourself, and how that is applying to each and every one of you. Don't get caught up by the gender here, but it's more that you're still kind of elevating, because it's interesting that these aren't major arcanas. You're not, and it's not even a king yet. You're still in this energetic process of learning this, coming into stability. You are very mature. You guys have no doubt learned a lot coming out as a queen, but there's always that room for more growth. So you guys are constantly having these little tests that might be coming up that test the Empress on the bottom, how much you take care of yourself. And you're using both of these energies to accomplish that, to get to the Empress card, where it's you going to be in full abundance. You know, life is providing you everything that you want and need, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, monetarily, however it applies. So let's see what else comes out here. Oh, look at that. Dude, this is so perfect. Okay, so Leo. Yeah, that's why you're still kind of, there's your card right there. This whole reading is perfectly in sync. So you guys have these choices and options that keep coming up, and you're having to constantly make choices, okay? And because I feel like you guys are still in some type of a process where you haven't figured out, for example, where you want to land, either in your career or your home or in relationships. And so however this is playing out for you guys, there's an area of your life that you still haven't figured out, like where to land, where's the end all be all. Okay, and this is a constant process, but you're searching for something. And so that's why there's all these options to choose from and you don't know which one to pick. One of them is a freaking snake, okay? Which is the temptation, which is why your commitment is going to be tested. So I'm going to tell you guys, for example, like as you guys might know, I've talked about how my health broke down a good 4 or 5 years ago, and I had to change everything about my diet. I cannot eat anything like other than fruits and vegetables and like nuts, okay? Even those I have to limit them because yeah. So what is happening is you guys might have little temptations that come up that kind of test your commitment, you know? And it doesn't even have to be that extreme, but as your environment, you know, as you come out of, this is what I relate it to. If you guys have heard me talk about this on my channel, life is like a video game. You go through certain levels, like you start out at level 1, and then you have all of these things that kind of accumulate. Sorry, guys. They accumulate in your experience and they push you to growth. And then there's like this final part of the level where you confront your fears, or maybe you come across a narcissist. You have to confront your deepest fear to elevate to level 2. You know, you're confronting a monster or something. That's what I feel like is coming up for you guys through this full moon in Leo. You're being tested in some way, and seriously, it's going to be a bit of, it's going to have to pull, you're going to need some type of energy and strength to pull within yourself. You are going to come out of this victorious, so I'm not even concerned with that 6 of Wands. You're going to be feeling very victorious as you continue with this. Continue to communicate your boundaries, to say no to certain things, and like I've said, like, throughout my traveling, one thing that I've had to learn is how to communicate my needs of my diet up front and not to feel guilty about that. And that's what I feel like energetically is what you guys are dealing with. You've got this strength card where you're having to like face your own fears. You know, tame your own beast, make friends with your fears, surrender and not let them empower you and control you, and instead become that yourself. Become that powerhouse of energy where people are kind of a little bit more, not in a negative way, but people are just really blown away by your power, your strength, your dedication to committing to yourself, you know, how, and you will be more inspirational and influential as you do this. So that's why people will be more inspired by you continuing to hold your boundaries. But if you cave, you will also be setting an example in that way as well, which can allow people to come in and sway you. With that 7 of Cups, with the snake right there, that's a temptation. So people will constantly be testing your boundaries and see how dedicated you are to yourself and to the things that you say. Like, people energetically do that all the time. It's just that it comes out in words, and words are really tricky. Like, there's always a vibration and an energy behind them. So this is what you're working towards. It's like the video game. You're coming up against some type of monster that you're having to tame, and I feel like you guys are going to do it actually easier than you're expecting, because 6 Wands, you're going to be very victorious coming out of this. So Leo, I'm going to dive into the extended with this. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, and I'll see you on the other side. But Leo, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.